Hi guys, this is Mike Ryan, Fastball USA, and I wanted to go over with you a few traits of Greg Maddux here. We got some rare video of him pitching in AAA, I believe this is. He's about 19 years old, pitching in the minor leagues and throwing a little harder actually than he actually did obviously later in his career. When he got to the big leagues, he was throwing about 90, 92 miles an hour. Reason why we're looking at this video today is to compare him to the traits of Nolan Ryan and Randy Johnson. Obviously, Maddux was not known as being as a hardest thrower as a Johnson or a Ryan, but what did he have in common? He lasted a long time in the major leagues and had very little to no arm problems. The last video we did of Ryan and Johnson, we looked at their elbow height, so we thought we'd compare it to Greg Maddux's just to do a checkpoint. And you're going to see as a comparison here as Maddux starts to go out towards foot plant is you're going to see that Maddux's arm, actually his elbow specifically, stays significantly lower than the height of his shoulder. And watch as I play this back. His elbow actually stays under his shoulder line. And now as he starts to come up and he begins to rotate, you're going to notice that the hand stays inside of 90 also as he rotates. So if I took a line here and I said basically pretend like that's a doorway that he's next to there, as he goes in, not only does he keep the elbow in or below shoulder height, now as he starts to rotate, you're going to notice, look at the angle that he's creating from his hand to his elbow and then back towards his shoulder. And he keeps that hand very in tight towards his head and then he begins to work his way out towards release. So number one rule he's breaking here is in the typical program that most people would be on him to get your elbow up, elbow up, elbow up. They would not have allowed a Greg Maddux to throw like this because he didn't get his elbow up. Secondly, as he begins to rotate, you're going to see his hand actually stay way inside his elbow and get in close to his ear as he begins to rotate, and then working his way out to release point. You're going to see players who generally have a harder time with staying healthy. As they begin to rotate, their hand is going to get outside of this angled position. You're going to see it, instead of being where his hand and roughly elbow and shoulder, instead of seeing an angle like that, you're going to see an angle that brings them far outside of that area, where it almost looks like, I would describe it as an L, where you see the shoulder come out this way and then the arm come up this way, or worse, with the hand being way outside of 90 on this side. So our comparisons with Maddux and Johnson and Ryan is elbows below shoulder, hand is inside the elbow as they rotate, and obviously breaking a few rules of throwing the baseball, not getting the elbow up the way typically is taught, also having a neutral angle on the ball, being facing towards third base, and then keeping the hand in very tight towards the head as they release. So I figured I'd show you that video and make sure you keep practicing and working on trying to get that arm and staying connected to the body as you start to rotate. For more information, check out our website at fastballusa.com. Check out our upcoming Ultimate Baseball Boot Camp on February 10th, 11th, and 12th, as also our Ron Wolforth Pitching Camp, which is January 27th, 28th, and 29th. We'll see you then.